My name's Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff, where I'll make a healthy dinner from start to finish and pair it with wines from around the world. Let's fill up that glass. Hi, I'm Jeff Makarevich, and welcome to Wine and Dine with Jeff. Today, we're going to be doing cauliflower risotto with sweet corn. I'm going to be removing that risotto rice, and we're going to be replacing it with cauliflower florets. Everybody's trying to be eating more healthy, less starches, more vegetables, so I mastered this recipe for you. You're not going to be missing any of the creaminess and the decadence that comes with a normal risotto. Let's get started. It's very, very easy. I have some boiling water here, and we want to get a good old palm full of salt. You know, we have to always flavor that water, and we have 4 ears of corn. These are pretty small, so I'm going to dump them right in, and they're going to go for about 3 minutes on boiling. Once again, you wanted to salt that water. You want to give that flavor to that corn. So let's crank that back up, and we're going to let that go for 3 minutes, and then we're going to take it out. And we have Anaheim Peppers here. I have 2 out on the grill right now, and I'm going to show you exactly what I do. These are like a mild to medium pepper, so they're not too spicy. They're not like a jalapeno, but we're going to get a smoky flavor out of them by grilling them out on the grill, and then throwing them in a plastic bag and letting them steam and taking the skin off, because that skin is chewy. And if you don't have a grill and it's winter time like now, you could easily throw them in the oven on broil or at like 400 degrees and just blacken them, and then remove that skin. I'll show you exactly what we're doing. Our corn is cooled, and I have a great tip on cutting it off the cob. I have a bowl here, 2 bowls. One, a smaller one, upside down in the large bowl. Okay, now just take your knife and go right on down the side like that. And guess what? I hate doing corn off the cob, because half the time, what am I doing? I'm running, all the pieces of corn are flying all over the place. Look at this. Look how easy this is. And it just lands right into your bowl. Very easy. Cob done. 3 more to go. See, this is a great tip. You will be thanking me for this one. I am not kidding. All right into the bowl. Our Anaheim pepper is cooled off here, and we can take it out of the bag. And after we blackened it, and this is what it looks like. So it is blackened. And look at this, what I'm talking about, how the skin just peels right off of this. This skin is very, very chewy. Look at that. See how that just comes right off? We do not want the skin on it at all. So that comes off very easily. So we're gonna take that, discard that, and we're gonna sear off the top section, because a lot of that has all the seeds in it, and we want to remove all the seeds. So slice down the middle here like this, and spread it open like that, and you just want to take it, your knife or spoon, and just go down like this. Remove all the seeds, because they're a little bit on the chewy side. So seeds are gone. Take this and just run your knife over it. I like to put it into, like, I would almost call it a pulpish As you can see, you're not gonna get like a huge chunk of pepper because you're just gonna get the smokiness right now with a touch of heat, just a touch of heat. So we'll put this aside with the other one that we did already, and let's get started on our cauliflower. Okay, let's get started on the cauliflower rice. Right here I have a medium onion going into the pot with some olive oil in it. Let's get that all on here, scrape that up. And here we have 5 cloves of garlic going right on in. I always like to make a bed. I like to put the garlic on top of the onions so the garlic doesn't burn. So we're just gonna let that sweat out and get translucent. So we'll let that go for a couple minutes and talk about the cauliflower. This is the cauliflower rice. I can get it fresh. If you can't, there's a million different ways to get this. It comes frozen, and if your store doesn't have it, which I think most are doing it right now, just take a head of cauliflower and put it through a grater like this if you don't have a food processor. I love my food processors. I just dump the whole head in there. But this is such a cheap way. They come in pound bags, and it's just so easy. It really is. And we're going to be pairing all this with this lovely rosé from Provence. It's dry, but it has notes of like raspberry and strawberry with a great amount of acidity, and it just pairs with all that beautiful cheese that we're going through there, and that little bit of sweet corn with a little bit of hint of smokiness. The earthiness from the Provence region really just brings this all together. So we'll let that sweat out, and then we're going to add the cauliflower. Let's add the cauliflower. So I just like to make a little bed, push back the onions and garlic, add a scotch more. All the exact ingredients, by the way, are right down in the description center. And then we're going to add the cauliflower right into the section where I added a little bit more olive oil. And now we're going to wrap the garlic and onions onto the cauliflower. And we're going to let this saute here for about 3 minutes. Check it in 3 minutes. You still want consistency. I'm all about consistency. So there still should be a little bit of a crunch. Then we're going to add just a scotch, a little bit of the corn liquid. Where we boiled the corn, you want to save a little bit of that water. It has the corn flavor and the saltiness from all the salt that we added in there. So we're going to add this just in a few minutes. Let this go for about 3 minutes. We're going to add this, and then we're going to fold in my major trick to make it creamy and decadent. You do not want to miss this. Okay, now we're going to be adding a little bit of our corn liquid. Very little. We definitely want to get some salt in there. So do not forget the salt. I have some sea salt here. Some salt in there. Now here's the trick. Let's get that around that little bit of liquid. And remember, all the exact measurements are right down below. Here's our trick. Mascarpone cheese. This soft, creamy, decadent cheese. Oh my gosh. You're gonna love this. And you just want to get it down in there. You don't want a lot of liquid in here, so you're not using a lot of the corn liquid because it'll be watery. Because remember, I've never seen anybody's cauliflower risotto come out creamy like this. Because it doesn't have the starch that the risotto actually has. It's cauliflower. And now we're going to add the Parmesan cheese. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Okay. Now we're folding it all in. Look how creamy that is. Look how creamy that is. That is beautiful. I can't wait to dig into this. You guys are gonna love this. You guys will definitely love this. Now let's just let that go for a minute, and we're gonna add our corn and our Anaheim peppers. Oh yes. Let's dump in our sweet corn. Yes. And our smoked Anaheim peppers right into there. Fold that in. And that corn gives it that extra little crunch of a texture when you bite into it. Look at this. This is beautiful. I love this. Woo! You guys are going to be thanking me for this recipe, I'm telling you. Oh. Okay, and the meat eaters that are like have to be craving some meat in this vegetarian dish, you could easily add some roast chicken or anything you want in there. But we're done and I'm ready to plate up. I would first like to thank all my subscribers, and if you're not yet a subscriber, please hit that subscribe button so you know what I'm making next week. Let's dig into this cauliflower risotto. Oh yeah, I am ready. Big bite. Oh, half in my hand, half on the fork. Oh my goodness. A big hello. The consistency and the crunch from the corn and the creaminess. And don't forget it to pair it with this rosé. It is beautiful. Thanks for stopping by Wine and Dine, and we'll see you next week.